Hello everyone, we're going to get straight into this reading. This is going to be a Aries read. We got Unbothered coming out. All right. It says Unbothered, and following that is Dodging Bullets, blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, and protected by haters. Somebody don't want no drama. Somebody trying to stay connected to keeping their money up, trying to prevent from being around people who may in some type of way bring them down financially, maybe beggars and all of that, or may always need help with something, always running into some type of problem. Yeah, somebody is making sure they hold on to their money. They too busy winning, all right, collecting trophies, taking in W's to be involved in drama. Somebody could literally be taking trips where they're on yachts. Somebody could be on the lake. Somebody is enjoying life, traveling, doing things, big things, queen rising, all right? Somebody is stepping into their power, getting praises, coming up in the spotlight, all right? Somebody is usually traveling, whether that is by train, plane, car, vacationing. But they could work while traveling. Somebody may have a camera that's significant, stands out. Maybe taking a lot of pictures. Somebody may pack light, always on a run, but may go home quickly. We got child services coming out blocked. All right. That is a significant. Somebody may be a parent. Traveling, coming up in life, may have to travel for work to come up in life. Them traveling may be putting them in a better position in life. Somebody is avoiding drama. Somebody may have tried to put somebody into some type of issue when it comes to their kids, but this queen may have avoided it in some type of way. I feel like whatever the reasoning, I see 222 as I say that, whatever the reasoning behind their travels is to support their children. We got happiness, hater in reverse. Somebody cannot step on someone's toes or rain on a parade. This is a beggar. Note, I did say that originally, that somebody may be avoiding people who always need something, need help. We got dusted off. Yeah, somebody may be asking for help, but another person is avoiding all these people. It don't faze them because they ain't lending no help. We got drama starter. Somebody may want to create issues for a person because they need help, and this queen that's rising and that's trying to maintain their money is avoiding people who always need something, always got some issues, and then got the nerves to have an attitude when they can't get help. Want to create a problem. Feel like somebody is hating on them. Feel like this queen that's rising up, who focusing on them moving ahead in life, is hating on them, that they're in a better position, they can help but won't help. They feel like so they must be hating. They must be hating on them. Yeah, bankrupt in reverse. Somebody is not worried about what somebody got to say because they know these people ain't shit, and they worried about their money, and their money ain't going nowhere no time soon because they ain't lending it out to people who happen to be ungrateful. Anyway, listen to how they act. Soon as you don't give it to them, it's fuck you, but fuck them. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. I feel like somebody had to become selfish. This is the selfish mentality that someone built or had to create. And I do mean CURATE, because people are always begging from them. And somebody's like, you know what? I just want peace. I'm going to start enjoying my life and the fruits of my own labor. Something about labor. I don't know what that means, but somebody else may know. But yeah, Somebody is on top of their bills. Not worried about what nobody got to say with fishing for comments, because they ain't shit no way. They wouldn't be begging if they was all of that. But they happen to be, and they have a real messed up mentality when it comes to not getting what they ask for. They expect to get handouts without hearing a no. Honestly, you don't give it to them, it's a problem. That's what this is. Somebody, same person who may have tried to get somebody kids taken but couldn't do it successfully, may have been creating all type of accusations. I just seen 555 on the timer for someone to get their kids took, and it didn't happen. Holy Spirit, what's going on here? We got the Two of Swords, the Magician. Somebody is confused on how something is happening, how somebody is able to manifest or is coming up in life. What is they doing? Somebody feels like someone is tricking everybody else into, like, in some type of way, not seeing how they're getting what they are getting in life. Somebody feels like somebody is cheating their way to the top or using magic to get to where they are. The sun, yeah, and it just hasn't been exposed yet. Or somebody just can't prove it. Someone feels like others are in the dark about how someone is able to manifest. But I feel like this is an op who's concerned about another person, a magician, someone who's able to put their mind in their mouth where it gets them to the top, where it got them winning, or a lot of things that they create become successful. And somebody don't understand, how can somebody become so successful, and could be in a short period of time or short span of time. But I feel like this is somebody who had to work real hard to where they are, may have taken a lot of losses when Unbother coming out and dodging bullets. Yeah, but somebody had to leave people alone. They may have not seen someone work really hard. So they're looking at someone as, oh, all last time I seen you, you was doing bad. Well, somebody was doing bad because they was helping ungrateful imbeciles like this out. Leo energy, Capricorn energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. So yeah, somebody feels like someone is hiding how they're getting what they're getting. The Hermit, look, I'm telling you, somebody had to go and be by themselves, cut a whole lot of people off. The Magician did. I'm telling you. And everyone's looking at this person like they're scandalous. Queen of Swords in reverse. Very negatively, because someone went into hermit mode and focused on themselves. In order for them to get to the top, somebody found their peace and it got them rewards as well. They were able to come up with a lot of ideas that they actually made possible, actually put to work in action and made something of it. The universe blessed this person from the hard work and that they put in, as well as from them cutting off the people who were not meant to be around when this person began to get in their queen rising or to come up. And then I'm also hearing the cream of the crop. So somebody is the best at what they are doing, the best at it, the best in it. And I feel like somebody is able to tap into their more creative side when they're alone. It may be a lot of noise around another person that likes to be around this person, this queen rising energy. Yeah, Death card in reverse. Somebody may have hoped that this Queen of Swords in reverse never changed. But I feel like the Queen of Swords is coming out in reverse because they had to create some type of boundaries around themselves and come off as, leave me alone. I don't give a damn about what you got going on or what your problems are. Because what? These people are all backstabbers and snakes. And in some type of way trying to get over. So they created this negative energy about themselves where it keeps people away. It's an exterior mask. I feel like someone is actually someone who may be very genuine and a good person. And people used to take advantage of this person when they were trying to get to where they needed to be. Couldn't get anywhere. It was taking a few steps forward and a whole lot more back by helping out people who didn't need to be helped, because they wasn't going to appreciate it. Now, it's another thing if a person is appreciating it. Yeah, look. Somebody had to end things, or things was never going to work for them. It was never going to get anywhere, and now they're winning. Look, successful. Gaining all these trophies in life, or all these, I'm hearing references as well as just accomplishments. A lot of people could vouch for this person's success. And it has. I feel like the ones who got left behind real sad right now. Somebody winning in life right now is making a lot of people sad. More than one. Yep, this Queen of Swords is winning. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Look, they got a new beginning in life, and it's very successful. I feel like somebody is having an import of like all these new blessings or new starts that is going to get them to where they need to be. But they had to cut people off because nothing was working out in their life with them staying around. Leaving all these leeches around. Look, somebody had to decide to leave the past in the past no matter how well they knew them. So that way they could be able to get everything they actually deserve. Actually be the success they were meant to be. And here they go. Here goes the blessings. Here go them blessings. But somebody had to build up this very cold exterior. It came off as they don't give a damn about nobody else but they self. But that's what somebody had to do. Because everybody always begging and always trying to put this person down and make them feel bad when they can't help. But when they could help, it was never appreciated. It never mattered. It was always give me, give me, give me. And ain't nobody never got nothing for this person. This person is able to successfully cut people off, and nobody, I feel like, went looking for this person. All they did was created this narrative that someone is a scandalous person and that they don't care about nobody else but themselves. Look, King of Wands coming out blocked. A masculine energy that's blocked. Mad because they couldn't be with someone, with the Knight of Cups coming out backwards. Somebody who wants to swear up and down that they are a respectable masculine energy. That they got the short end of the stick. That they was everything somebody could have asked for. They don't see why they turned them down. Or why they cut them off. Or why they couldn't appreciate them. Why they got blocked. But this energy is a liar. Two of Wands in reverse. They also don't have a real plan. I feel like this Queen of Pentacles knew that this person was never going to be able to fit into the picture that they was creating for their life. Queen of Pentacles, and here they go. Getting to where they needed to be. This Queen rising. And that's how they making it to the top. By cutting off some type of energy that is pretty much, I feel like, trying to control the direction of somebody's life. Like if they kept this masculine around, they were going to be someone who tells them what they should and shouldn't do. And when it comes to their ideas. And somebody needed to depend on themselves when it came to their own ideas instead of what somebody else had to say, because they was never going to do anything. It was always going to be a stagnant progression. Yeah, this person was never going to fit the picture of them getting married or anything. able to have anything sustainable because somebody don't want to compete with their partner. Yeah, an Emperor energy who wants to be in control of their life. Control the narrative. Meanwhile, betraying them. Not really rooting for them. 15-15. Or 51-51. I just seen 15-15 on the timer though. But you can mirror those numbers if you like. Yeah, Temperance in reverse. Yep. Toxic situation. Sagittarius energy. Was never going to work out. Somebody can't live with another person peacefully or create or build anything that I am saying earlier, mentioning being sustainable. They can't give to this person, or somebody is not willing to give to them the way that they should. They only have so much to offer. With the Page of Pentacles, it's all small. There's only so much. The bare minimum is what somebody can give. And somebody knew that they deserve way more than that. They like, yeah, you gonna hold me back. Somebody chose not to base their connection off of love and more so where they can get. And it may be making them come off as a bitch. And people may even say that when they don't help them out or did not help out when they reached out to this Queen of Pentacles for help or this Queen of Swords in reverse for help, that they was a fucked up person. That they ain't shit. But I feel like they're just upset that them not helping creates a lot of towers in their life. When it comes to bills, possibly, they could be getting their lights cut off. When they asking, it could be for rent. They can't pay their rent. They may be facing eviction. If it's for a car note, they can't pay that. They may be facing getting it repoed. It's just a lot of various, a variety of reasons behind why somebody is facing a tower by not getting help from this Queen of Pentacles, who they feel like if they help them out, 10 of Wands in reverse, it would release a lot of burdens off of their back. It will release a lot of stress from off their shoulders. But them not getting the help can't help them have peace. Help them get nowhere where they need to be. But I feel like even if this Queen rising helps them, this person always fucks up. They always looking for this Queen of Pentacles to be their backbone. Somebody created a new idea for themselves, and it was let people handle their own problems that they create for themselves. Death card, yeah. I'm telling you, they created a new idea. When they went into hermit mode, they came out with a new identity of how they look at people. They mental processing of people coming to them asking for help, it had changed completely. Because they recognized that that is what was holding them back. And if they ever gonna get somewhere, they got to start saying no. And it was a lot of no's that had to be said. Scorpio energy. Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, that's the only way that they could save themselves. That's the only way. Is to stop giving to people. Look, Six of Pentacles in reverse. Stop giving to these begging ass people. That's the only way that they will be able to get to where they need to be and receive what the universe was trying to give to them. Somebody recognized that they meant to have a lot. And it could be with somebody else, which is why somebody moved forward may have not known what was on the other side of them moving forward and cutting off another energy who they recognized didn't have nothing or didn't have plans on being nothing. Somebody may still be the same way they was when another person left them, and look at them on top, and another person is still where they was, which was not very far. They was in a Page of Pentacles, which is like barely getting by. All right, that could be somebody who has like a very minimum wage paying job, or may still be trying to start a business that they've been trying to start for years. Two of Pentacles. Look, somebody is still struggling, trying to figure things out. I'm telling you, King of Pentacles in reverse. I'm telling you, they still broke. Meanwhile, look at this person. You, Queen rising. You got to where you needed to be. You done made it to the big league. Or you will be. Meanwhile, look at them. The King of Pentacles in reverse. You knew that y'all wasn't a match. And that was definitely right. So some of y'all are very intuitive who this resonates for. Because this person was definitely for some of y'all, the stagnation that was going to keep you never getting to, if you was to settle down or marry this person, y'all was never going to, you know, become successful in life, because this person doesn't have big plans and they can't support yours. They don't have real goals. I'm hearing a dreamer. Maybe you can be a dreamer, but for some of y'all, you make your dreams a reality. Look at this. And look, that's what the Magician stands for too. Manifesting the things that you see. You conceive them literally. And look, like I was mentioning in regards to this person, things was never going to go anywhere with this person or get any better with whoever they are. That's why, look, y'all had to end things with them. Two of Cups in reverse. That was a bad partnership. It was a bad idea. I'm hearing from the get-go to even be with them. Wow. The whole story behind why y'all got together or how y'all got together is crazy. I'm hearing too. Yeah. Look. To break up with this person meant that you was no longer in competition with somebody who didn't have real goals anyway. Competing for what? Competing against what? They was never even in your league to begin with, but I'm seeing this 5 of Wands in reverse, meaning that by you ending a relationship meant that you ended the competition that was going on between y'all and y'all relationship. Or could have been constant arguing, or this person dealing with other people, cheating on top of that. Take it as a resonate, but from what I'm getting, the direct story that I'm reading, or, you know, message that I'm getting, is that this person was in competition with y'all and y'all was no longer having to be in that anymore. I feel like it was more so like a tug of war when it came to like y'all ego or something like that. But I don't feel like, which is why the death card is coming, that's like the death of the ego. But for some of y'all, you release this person too. When you went into Hermit, it meant that this person was no longer going to be able to ever be with you again. But you already knew that they didn't fit your idea of somebody who you could see yourself at the top with, because they don't have real goals. Or it's like it's always hard for this person to balance things out in their life. It's like they always trying to figure shit out, or just trying to step over one stone, the same stone though. And it's like this person misses because they constantly trying to step over the same stone. Can't figure out that one little baby one. They always missing their ships. Or they always missing their blessings. Including you. 23, as I say that. That's like the 4th angel number I caught. Page of Pentacles. I told y'all, crossing. Y'all blocked this person because they couldn't figure their life out. Look, left them out in the cold. Standing for straight up and forward. For some of y'all, I'm getting left from where they were standing. Okay, so for some of y'all, you may have broke up with someone, or somebody is going to get dumped with you looking them in the face. Could be, you know, you saying your last words and knowing that it's already over. Like, this person gonna be the last one to know. Woo, and it's gonna release a huge burden off your shoulders with the 10 of Wands in reverse. Yep, High Priestess in reverse. Somebody just didn't see it coming. Or for some of y'all, you just didn't realize that this was the last thing that you needed to do, or the main thing that you needed to do, which was also going to create a catalyst for you in a positive way to move forward and get your wins, get your W's. Look at the Ace of Cups. All your the new things that you start are new ideas that helps you to get to this Queen of Pentacles ultimately, or even now. Yep, for some of y'all, look, the Three of Cups in reverse, this person been a hater. Ace of Swords in reverse, and for some of y'all, you just didn't see it. Look, twice. Didn't see a lot when it comes to this person, or wasn't realizing it. You wasn't catching on, or it was just taking a while for you to really be able to analyze and break down logically what you were seeing. If you were seeing it, it may have been questionable. For some of y'all, you may have even been trying to like support someone and they goes, but they never acted on the shit that you was telling them. Meanwhile, the same things you may have told them is the same things you was doing to get you these W's. Yeah, somebody is sad, though, that you leaving them in the past. And with the Ten of Cups in reverse, yeah, you letting them go. For some of y'all, you don't want to be with them anymore. You will not want to be with this person. The Empress in reverse. And for some of y'all, you cutting them off also mean cutting off your energy with this person. Them no longer being able to come to you for the emotional support and all of that you was giving them at first, where they was welcome, they no longer welcome. Yep, here you go. This King of Swords. King of Cups. Somebody who want to be truthful, honest, loving, be strong, be your support system and all that, be your protector. But the Tower is here. It's over. Page of Wands in reverse. They bad news. They can be all these great things for somebody else, but a thorn. I heard thorn. Somebody was like a pain or like a thorn in your ass shit. That's just it, or a pain. But yeah. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. No stability here, no real foundation for some of y'all to be able to even get married. Four of Wands following that. Ace of Pentacles, see, can't grow there. It wouldn't be wise. Yep. It was too stagnant with the Eight of Cups in reverse. So for some of y'all, you had to move on indefinitely and cut somebody off with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. You have to cut somebody off indefinitely. Aquarius is significant. A Pisces is significant. Yeah. Somebody is sad. But I feel like somebody didn't see you. Somebody knew that you were smart, but they didn't see you being someone who would actually become a success in life, if that makes sense. But they didn't see themselves as it either. So they thought that y'all made sense to be together. But yeah, this person didn't have no real hope in you or them, and that's why it's over. And I'm just hearing that's a damn shame. That could be your spirit guide saying that. Girl, ancestors, that's a damn shame. Yep. King of Pentacles, because this person could have been successful. But look, Chariot in reverse. They don't want to, do nothing with their life. They don't want to get nowhere for real. So for some of y'all had to break this, whatever bond this is that y'all had, this toxic bond, Capricorn energy, with this Emperor. Although they may have felt like home. Nine of Wands in reverse, y'all had to release having that, I feel like, what is it that I'm looking for, the word? Protective energy over them, where it's like you don't want anyone to be close to them, or it's like this your person, you don't want nobody else looking at them, the opposites or the same sex as you. Lovers in reverse, but it turns out this person wasn't the person for you, and it may have broken your heart. But for some of y'all, with the Seven of Wands coming out, they was always a problem to begin with. Honestly, it's been nothing but a challenge or an uphill battle being in a connection with them. But yeah, that's pretty much what I see here. As y'all releasing somebody, knowing, or y'all did, but I pretty much am picking up on this being the future energy. But yep, guys, take it as it resonates. This may more so lean towards a cross watcher resonating with this. And if not, this is just coming out in y'all energy, Aries, because there's an Emperor energy who is being left. But I'll see you guys later. Y'all be well. Make sure to thumbs up the video if you resonate with it. If you like to see more of me, please do subscribe to the channel. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Until next time, make sure to take care of yourself. Make sure to continue to vibe high. And I'll see you later. Be well, guys. Later.